What's up, Ocean? You got Matt here, coach of your Montreal Milotic, bringing you our Week 6 battle for the APA Academy. And you guys might be saying, what the hell is that? That is not your team. You're right. I made quite a few transactions. 2 and 3 is not a great record. Just not. I feel like, honestly, we could potentially be 4 and 1, but things didn't go our way one week where we ended up getting flinched out and crit by the Togekiss. That's a Togekiss. It happens. I could have potentially played around it better. Is what it is. Week before, I ended up going for a Max Flare instead of a Max Mindstorm, and that cost me the game as well. So I'm very disappointed in those two performances, and with those 2 wins, those could have easily been 2 wins, which means we could now be 4 wins, 1 loss. But that's not the case. We're 2 and 3, and our previous team had a lot of problems with it in terms of dealing with the next 5 teams we play against. We're still fighting for a spot in playoffs. If we were still 4 and 1, I'd feel a lot better about the team we had previously. But because we need to fight our way and we have a really tough matchup with a lot of weeks with that old team, I need to make some moves. So you guys see the new team here. I'm going to kind of go over everything, all the transactions we made, all the drops, all the additions, and we'll kind of go from there after that. So this is going to be a bit of a longer team builder and hopefully a bit of a longer battle. I haven't really seen, we haven't had the battle yet. I'm hoping to have it soon. So let's just go ahead and jump into it. So you guys will notice the first thing is that the new additions are Grimmsnarl, Escavalier, Avalugg, Charizard, and Gigantamax Hatterene. All of them are really solid mons. They're really good, and they really kind of up the, I would say, overall balance of our team. Previously, we had Jirachi, which took up a tier 1 spot, and now we have Terrakion as our only tier 1 mon. Previously, we had a tier 5 trash mon in Wobbuffet, which honestly I was kind of hoping people would respect it a bit more. No one did. No one respected it at all, which is fair. I also didn't really come up against a matchup where I felt it would be good. I think also in a Gigantamax league, it makes it very tough to use Wobbuffet. It's just not as consistent. It is what it is, but regardless, I'm hoping that in the future I can use Wobbuffet well. Other than that, we had the Persian, which I think came to 1 game and did nothing. Braviary came to 1 game, and it was useful. It was solid last week, but it didn't really help us out, and as painful it was for me to let it go, I needed to let it go for something else that I found would be more important. And then other than that, we also have the Alchemy. Gmax Alchemy was absolutely incredible. It was so much fun using it. It was so much fun prepping with it every week. I was able to get really creative with my calcs, and I really like doing that, getting really funky with my EV spreads. But it fell in that kind of awkward moment where it was too slow to outspeed certain things and too fast to turn like Trick Room, even though I don't think it gets Trick Room. I'm pretty sure it doesn't, at least. Its typing is phenomenal, Pure Fairy is great, and I was really struggling because I wanted to build around Gmax Lapras originally, but in the end we went with Gmax Hatterene because it was really tough to find a good Fairy type and a good Psychic type lying around, and Gmax Lapras was absolutely incredible. It sets a Veil for you guys if you use an Ice move, that's amazing, but Gmax Hatterene with Max Smites allowing me to confuse my opponents is also very good. It forces some really important 50-50s that my opponents are going to have to really think of. It also has insane special attack, insane special defense, really low speed, so you can run a very effective Trick Room set. Its ability in Magic Bounce is amazing. It really helps me with the fact that I'm down to the best hazard removal. It's really only the Blastoise, the Avalugg, and the Charizard, and I don't really want to run Charizard unless it's running Boots, so yeah. Anyways, in terms of additions, we added in Grimmsnarl here. Grimmsnarl is our Dark type. We have 2 fairies now, and I was actually looking at Grimmsnarl originally when I was building the Lapras build, but it doesn't really help us because it didn't really help us without what is this thing called, Hatterene, because this thing really helps Hatterene do amazing things. It basically does what Lapras does, which is set up screens. So I didn't feel like it was necessary to have both of them. And shout out to Aaron, by the way, Aaron2 he was absolutely incredible. I believe the same day this is going up, this should be going up on a Friday or a Saturday, I think Friday, then you guys are going to be sticking around and seeing a very special video with Aaron and I. There's one that went up on his channel already, so make sure you go and check that out. But, oh no, this was, I think, next week this is going up. I don't know, time is weird. Anyways, shout out to Aaron, he's been a huge help. TBL co-coach with me with the Chicago Chica Dancers, and he was able to help me with this a lot. So, Grimmsnarl is there. It's very bulky in general. It's very strong offensively, has really decent coverage options. Fairy, Fighting, and Dark are the main ones. It doesn't really get too much health. I believe it gets Fire Punch as well. Nothing else too crazy, but you know, it is what it is. But the main reason I got it was because of screens and priority taunt, priority thunder wave, and it can just do really good things for 3 incredible set of mons that we have, being Terrakion, Haxorus, and Blastoise. So I felt like it was very important to have it on the team. Escavalier provides us with a steel type that is very good. It is only weak to fire, and you look at our team, we have quite a few fire resist. We have our Terrakion, our Haxorus, our Blastoise. We have our Charizard as well, which are all resisting fire. Avalugg is taking physical fire hits for days, even though it's an ice type. Golurk taking fire hits, firing back powerful earthquakes. I'll take it. So it's very solid here. It gives us a knockoff. It's our only knockoff user now, I believe. No spikes, no hazards really, which sucks. No recovery also sucks. But for tier 3, it's very strong, hits like a truck, very defensive. 105 on both defenses is really good, so I'll take that. Our Avalugg gives us another Rapid Spinner. It's probably the best tier 4 mon there is. We have tons of offense, so I feel having a really solid defensive check to a lot of things is very important. Really like it. Rapid Spin is great. Body Press is an amazing move, especially on this mon with the insane defense stat that it has. Then there's Charizard. Charizard is tough because it's 4 times weak to rocks. If there weren't heavy-duty roots in this game, I don't think I would ever use Charizard, the regular Charizard especially. But it's fast, it's got Will-O-Wisp, it's got Roost, it's got Defog, it's got tons of really solid options to be offensive as well as defensive. And a defensive fire type this generation is really solid. It's weak to electric, water, rock, and I believe that's it. Electric, water, and rock. I think that's it. So it's not too much, and our team covers those pretty well as well, so I'll take it. I don't think it's going to come too often, but when it does, I'm hoping it can put in the work. And then our Gigantamax mon, which should be coming every single week. It did cost us an extra 40 points to draft this thing, which, I mean, it sucks, but I don't really need the extra 40 points because this is basically a tier 1 on its own, is Gigantamax Hatterene. I've been calling Gigantamax Alchemy Hatterene for the longest time, and now that I have a Hatterene, I'll call it Alchemy. But this thing is really good. Magic Bounce is the big one. It's got, 136 special attack. That's fantastic. And I kind of mentioned before, but Trick Room is really good. It gets solid coverage. It gets no recovery, unfortunately, like the Alchemy does. But we're not running recovery unless we're not Gigantamaxed. And there really isn't much of an option for me to do that. I can run Rest if I want to, I guess. But anyways, that's our team. Looking at our opponent's team, wow, it's so long, 8 minutes. Sorry, I know you guys want to see the team. But looking at our opponent's team, you see he has a Haxorus and he has a Terrakion. We have those, yes. Like you guys know, this is a 2-pool league, so someone just so happened to have gotten Terrakion and Haxorus. I don't know if they got them later in the draft that we did, our Terrakion and Haxorus, but hey, that's a mighty fine first 2 he's got there. He's got a Copper Raja, which is very scary. Heavy Slam is terrifying against my 2 fairy types, against even my steel type because it's so light. It's really strong against even my Terrakion, but Iron Head or Earthquake would probably be better off there, so we gotta be careful with that. It's a rocker, and it's really tough to beat because I have to be a +1 with my Hatterene to get the Oko on it, so it's very important to note. There's a Galvantula, which is just a faster Vikavolt, honestly. A faster and worse Vikavolt, for sure. No recovery, not bulky. It's basically just webs and die, and Vikavolt can kind of set up, can do work, and I really like Vikavolt, especially compared to Galvantula. So yeah, we got the better bug and electric type. Piloswine, Rocks, Earthquake, Icicle Crash, can be kind of offensive this matchup, but I don't expect it to be too offensive. There's a Roserade, which is the big brother of our Roselia, but I don't think it's going to do too much to us, so we'll see. Fingers crossed it doesn't do too much. I think it could be kind of dangerous, but under the right circumstances, we can really pressure it with our team. It doesn't get any fire coverage now for the Escavalier. Escavalier just hard walls it, which is nice. Even Charizard can kind of really run through it, which is fantastic. And Roselia as well, because we're a especially defensive Violet mon. Roselia is going to have tons of fun with the Roserade. Umbreon is a bit of a problem, but we do have quite a bit to answer. We have 2 fairy types, we have a fighting type, we have a bug type, 2 bug types actually, so we should be very solid against Umbreon. I don't really anticipate it to come. If it does, it should be easy cooking. Yeah, we then have the Gardevoir, which I expect to come for sure. You look at his team, he has 2 fighting resists, or 1 fighting resist, no, 2 fighting resists, and 3 fighting resists, and 1 immunity, but all of them are frail. The Rotom is the bulkiest one, but a max defense, max HP Gardevoir is definitely a possibility with Will-O-Wisp and Wish, Protect, and like Moonblast or something. If it is that set, we gotta be very careful around it because it can actually 1v1 my Escavalier, which is terrifying. It can also beat my Terrakion 1v1 as well, which is also terrifying. So we'll see how that goes. Rotom is here. It is immune to close combat, which is big. I guess Levitate, that's also big. So we'll see what it can do. I'd be annoyed if it just ran like Will-O-Wisp, Hex, stuff like that. So yeah, Heatmore, not coming. It's not coming. If it does, that's a plus for me. G-Max Dreadnought. This thing is a problem. Very scary mon. It's definitely coming. It can't set up rain for itself, which is very nice, unless it's going like for Rain Dance before it Gigantamaxes. And if it does that, fine. Like, I'm cool with it. I have a Trick Room setter, and as long as we can stall the turns of Gigantamax, we should be able to set up Trick Room against it fairly easily. I'm hoping we can do that. It's a very scary mon with G-Max Stone Surge, but I'll take it. I mean, shouldn't be too bad to beat. 10 minutes. 11 minutes. Wow, Jesus Christ, I'm sorry. Let's just go ahead and jump into our team. I'm taking this one slow. Our first mon is going to be our first newcomer being Gigantamax Alchemy. Or, I knew it. I fucking did it. I keep saying Gigantamax Hatterene when I want to say Gigantamax Alchemy. Now that I got a Hatterene, I switch it around and I say Gigantamax Alchemy. Our Gigantamax Hatterene is here. This thing is very strong against our opponent's team. We're running a Trick Room sweeping option. It's not first term Gigantamax, which means that we can set up a Calm Mind and a Trick Room and then just go to town. This set is very strong against our opponent's team. Basically, we have HP and defense so that a Jolly Terrakion, a Jolly Banded Terrakion's Poison Jab or Iron Head, or a Jolly Life Orb Haxorus's Poison Jab will never KO us, which is fantastic. We have special attack to Oko, a 4 HP Terrakion with Dazzling Gleam, always, and assuming he wants to speed tie our Terrakion, he's going to probably have the rest in HP because it actually protects him more than a special defense boost would. I didn't put the rest in my special defense. We actually have 4 EVs that are left over that are kind of pointless. I don't want them in my speed, I don't want them in my attack because of foul play and because of the Copper Aja. I believe it's 30 speed and we're at 29, so it could potentially speed tie us if it's running a min speed nature and a no IVs, excuse me, in speed. Actually, no, I think it literally did nothing. That's what it was. It literally did nothing. We needed 8 EVs in speed to even get us up by 1 point, so not important. It did nothing at all. We didn't use it. Basically, we just want to run through his team with this. This is going to be our late game sweeper, probably. We don't even need to be Gigantamax to do tons of damage with this thing, which is really good. It's something that Alchemy didn't really have going for it, so I'm happy that we have that now with our Psychic and our Fairy type. So, yeah, I'm happy with this mon. Next up, we have another newcomer, Grimmsnarl. Grimmsnarl is going to be solid this week as well. Very, very good because we don't need to run a dark move. Spirit Break is very solid against his top 2 mons, being the Terrakion and the Haxorus. Low Kick actually kills a no HP Copper Aja, which is fantastic. But it does 2 KO a Copper Aja's max bulk with non-impish nature or as long as it's not plus defense nature, we should Oko it or 2KO it all the time, no matter what. Reflect is there for the Copper Aja, for the Terrakion, the Haxorus, for the Dreadnought, for all the insane physical attackers that my opponent has. Really, the only thing that our Grimmsnarl does not appreciate is the Rose Raid, but if that comes, we should have other options. So hopefully, it doesn't come because I don't have to deal with it. But if it does come, we have other options. We should be fine. What does it do in terms of its spread? We have speed for Adamant Copper Aja, HP and defense to always live 1 Jolly Banded Close Combat from Terrakion or 1 Adamant Poison Jab, and we also take 2 max attack Piloswine Earthquakes and we put the rest into our special defense, and we have attack to always 2 KO a max HP, max defense, non-beneficial nature, Copper Aja with Low Kick, like I said before. Our next mon is going to be our Blastoise here. Blastoise is coming with the Shell Smash set again. This time we're running the White Herb so we don't get the drop in our attack, or our, what is it called? Our, trying to think of the name, our stats, there we go. This coverage is the best it's going to get. Skull, Aura Sphere, and Ice Beam is really good against my opponent's team. I would love to run Flash Cannon for the Gardevoir. I didn't run Flash Cannon last week and it cost us, but this week I don't think it's going to matter too much. The whole point is to chip that thing down below 50% and then we can beat it with literally anything. So that's kind of the plan there. We have speed for a Scarf Terrakion War at +2, and we have speed for Jolly Dreadnought at neutral, and the rest will just toss into bulk. This should be a Timid Nature, by the way. I'm missing the plus there in speed, and yeah, it's really the best mon we have at sweeping when my opponent's team is really weakened, and hopefully the next mon can really help us weaken my opponent's team. That is going to be Terrakion here. Terrakion is going to Chople Berry for my opponent's Terrakion. If we win the speed tie and he has Chople Berry as well, then we lose that exchange because at -1 we don't take a close combat from my opponent. We do take an Earthquake though at neutral, so that's important to note. So if he decides to play the 50-50, expect us to be Chople Berry and he goes for Earthquake, we'll take the hit. We should be fine there. We speed tie his Terrakion, close combat, run through my opponent's team. Literally, it's just incredible. And we have, like I said, Chop to take the other close combat. Rock Blast is there because it's the Rotom best. I didn't want to run Stone Edge. I felt Rock Blast was very solid just in case it's a random subset. Better accuracy than Stone Edge. Why not? Then there's Iron Head. Iron Head is there for the Gardevoir, and Earthquake is there for the Dreadnought, for the Rose Raid, I guess. It's pretty well. I think that's pretty much it, honestly. Maybe a Copper Gel I expect to be Chople Berry, so yeah. Our next mon is going to be our Terrakion check because we actually have one on our team, Golurk. Golurk resists the rock moves and it is immune to the fighting moves that Terrakion has. We are a very, very bulky Golurk here with speed for Adamant, Copper Jaw, HP and defense so that a banded Adamant Terrakion, an Earthquake will not 2-hit if it's banded and Adamant, which is fantastic. And we can then OHKO back with Earthquake, or we can do tons of damage back with Dynamic Punch. We don't want to go for the if we want to go for the confusion play on potential switch out, it's very, very strong against my opponent's team. We are also never 3-KO'd by a Terrakion if it's an Adamant non-boosting spread. So if he's running a Adamant Chople Berry Terrakion or a Jolly Chople Berry Terrakion, we're not 3-KO'd, which is amazing. And I just put the rest of my attack and special defense. It wasn't very much, so that's that. Our next mon and our final mon is going to be our Escavalier here with Knockoff, Close Combat, Iron Head, and Protect. Why Protect? Well, in case he's running Scarf Gardevoir, I can then protect and figure out what he wants to go for. If he goes for Mystical Fire, okay, I'm going to switch out and go into something else to take that hit. Probably my Terrakion because it resists and doesn't care about special attack. If it goes for Psychic, then I know I can stay in. If it goes for Hyper Voice, I can stay in. If it goes for Moonblast, I can stay in. You get the point. So, this set is pretty solid against everything that my opponent wants to do. We take one Mystical Fire from Gardevoir without our Berry. Just in the off chance, I don't know, just leave me be. We have the Berry though mostly because it'll let us take a Heat Crash from an Adamant Copper Jaw. So that's very important. We want to be able to take that hit, fire off Close Combat, fire off an Iron Head, fire off whatever we want to fire off. So we'll see. What else do we do? We also have attack to always OHKO Terrakion with our Close Combat after it takes one hit from Life Orb. So just in case the Life Orb hits, or if he goes for Close Combat against us, we can fire off our own Close Combat and get the KO there. And then we also take 2 EQs from Piloswine. We take 1+1 Life Orb Admin Close Combat from Haxorus, and we 2-KO Haxorus with Iron Head all the time. That's our team. 17 minutes. Crazy long, I know, but I'll just pause the video here and get right into the battle. Alright everyone, we're back. Okay, Terrakion, Heatmor, Gardevoir, Roserade. I'm running out of time. I think I'm going to lead off with my Grimmsnarl here. I think Grimmsnarl's my best lead. It lets me hit everything pretty hard, except for the Heatmor, and if he goes Heatmor, that's fine. Heatmor I did not expect at all, but is what it is. Have fun to my opponents. I'm kind of rushing a bit, going to calm down. Alright. So what does he end up leading with? Okay. Bowser. That's the DREDNAW. Okay. I gotta make some calcs for this. Okay, let's see. It's Grimmsnarl against DREDNAW. And it's a Gigantamax DREDNAW. I can Thunder Wave right at the top. I should live a hit. So I think what I'm going to do is actually... because I can Spirit Break as well. I'm going to get my Reflect here. This will help me. He's probably going to go for the Max Stone Surge, which would get him his rocks up, which is a great way to get around like a taunt or something. So, but Reflect here is going to be nice. I'll get my priority off. No item. It's going to do, through the Reflect, it should do 29 to 35. So maximum it'll do is 68 points of health. Stone Surge, yeah, that's the water move. Jesus. So I did 63 points of health. Doesn't tell me if he's jolly or not. Nope, it tells me 100% he is adamant. 100%. Okay. And here I will go for my Spirit Break. As he Steel Spikes. Ooh, I didn't even think about that. We take that hit. Nice. As he boosts his defense. So we lower his attack a bit. I still want to keep this thing around. He shouldn't KO us unless he goes for a max Steel Spike. He's at -1. We know he's adamant. Whoops. We know he's adamant. They'll change my calc. So he does at most 45 points of health. So we can KO me here. But I think my play is going to go into a Scavalier. I don't think a Scavalier is that important. Yeah, a Scavalier. Blastoise is too important to have healthy, so I'm going to go into Scavalier here. Because if he goes for the max, let's say I think it's Iron Head. Oh my god. Steel Spike, that's fine. We eat those. We eat those. So that's now +2 defense. And no longer Dynamaxed. So if we go to our Scavalier here, we do 24 to 27 with Iron Head. What would he go into? I could see him going to Heat more. I'm going to fire off a knockoff here. This mostly because it helps me in case he does go into the Heat more, as he goes for Head Smash instead. Jesus Christ, this can do a good bit of damage, isn't it? Oh my, they crit me there. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. I would absolutely love to set up my Blastoise. Yeah, Head Smash is what he revealed. And then I got my Blastoise. We're behind a screen still. He's at -1. Head Smash does 26 to 32. I'm going to do it. I'll break his team down. Shell Smash. What's it going to do? Because we shouldn't kill the Gardevoir. Gardevoir does 48 to 53 back to us though. So, and plus we called is 63 to 75. As we Shell Smash here. Does he connect with his Head Smash? That is my question here. White Herb pops, get back to neutral. He's at -1, and we have Reflective. Head Smash, and he connects again. And he... Fuck off, man. Fuck off. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Like, what am I supposed to do here? I can't fucking believe it. Like, fuck that, man. Fucking hell. Like, if I lose this game, I don't care what happens from now on. Like, bullshit, I'm calling hacks. Okay? Like, motherfucker, are you kidding me? That's so fucking dumb. This is DREDNAW. Dead to fucking right. Lands 2 Head Smashes, crits them both. He did like 20% to me. Like, -1, reflect up. Let's see if he scarfed. This was a free win. So he scarfed, we know that. I'm in such a bad mood. Like, I'm sorry, that's so stupid. How the fuck does that do 54 to 64 with Moonblast? Fuck this game, man. Are you kidding me? Like, are you... And he was Scarf Gardevoir too. He couldn't do anything to me. What is it going to do here? Like, I can't fucking believe this is happening. This is so fucked up. I fucking hate when you lose the hacks because like it's all the prep in the world just gone for nothing. It's just all gone. Just unbelievable. Unbelievable. I had a 17-minute long team builder for this. Dynamic punch on the off chance we can confuse him, but like what the fuck? It's not Life Orb. Do you guys know what my play is? My play right now is to go into this, click Thunder Wave, go into my Hatterene, click Calm Mind. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Fuck this. Like oh my god. I like what the actual fuck? We're not going to see anything that Hatterene can do. Thanks for watching, everyone.